I'm Kathy and I love working for Home Instead. It's a really great company to work for. Everybody's really kind and considerate and they never refuse you leave. And the people that we look after are really a nice crowd of people too.
What is it about Home Instead do you think is, what's really good about Home Instead for the people who would utilise Home Instead?
I think it's the flexibility and the reliability. I think those two things are the most, because you've got dedicated staff that you can rely on. And if you book somebody for 9 o'clock, somebody comes at 9 o'clock. And if there's any hiccups, the girls bend over backwards to help everybody.
Hi Adrian, you sold my house to me, thank you very much. My name's Phil. I've been with Home Instead for a little bit over 5 years now, and I was really motivated to come to Home Instead because of the empathy and the compassion that the company has given to the home care, and instead of families sending their loved ones off to residential care, they keep them at home, and that's, I think, important to me. I kept my mother at home probably longer than she should have, but I think she appreciated the fact that she could stay at home and be loved and be in familiar surroundings. And I think it's a heartfelt empathy that I have, and for 5 years now I get thanked at the end of the day, which is really a special time. After 37 years of working in the public sector, it was just one of those things that you wanted to get away from, and I think I found my calling, and I wish I could have done this a lot earlier in my life, but I'm grateful for the chance, and I'm very humbled by the very fact that Kevin and Shirley offered me a position 5 years back, and I haven't looked back, and I look forward to another 5 or 10 or more years, so all's good, and looking forward to working with the new management. Thank you very much.
What do you think makes Home Instead so good?
Why Home Instead really makes a difference is because it gives older people a sense of hope and not hopelessness associated with aging. With Home Instead, there are services that can be brought into the home to keep you aging in place at home for as long as you can possibly stay there. And that means hope in your older years and not fear, and a life that's fulfilled and spent with your family in situation where you're comfortable, really for as long as you can be there. That's what Home Instead means, that's its promise.
Hi, I'm Sandra. I've been with Home Instead for 5 years. I find they're a wonderful company. They care for their carers and they look after our education and staff meetings, and they're just really excellent.
I'm Maria Numi. I've really worked for 7 years now for Home Instead, and it has been an amazing journey. We got proper, really good training, certificate-free, and all the training from Tracy and all the staff always supporting us. It was just brilliant, really fabulous. And the other thing is with our clients, they really feel supported because they get the 24/7, they can ring in if something happens, or we can ring in as carers. So we always have this back support. And I just highly recommend Home Instead because it's very personal and really great to work with them.
Great. Could you just say I think Home Instead is really good because?
Okay.
Just a couple of sentences.
Yep. Home Instead is really good because I got proper training. We all got proper training, and the clients feel really safe. They can call in 24/7 and just really supported. And what's also matched is that the client and the care is sort of similar character or similar standing, structural standing, social standing, so to say, and nearby. So the carer doesn't have to drive a long way away to a client, and vice versa. So it's really well thought out of. And bravo, Home Instead. It's great to work for you.
It's amazing that Kevin and Shirley have had Home Instead for 10 years and they've built it into such a wonderful company. The third reason why we're here tonight is to introduce Adrian and I and our families, and so that will end up with that. But I really would like to start with Kevin and Shirley, and the reason is because we've got to know them extremely well in a short period of time. We've lived on top of each other for a while now, and I'd just like to tell you, and I'm sure you all know it, what fantastic people they are. They have built an absolutely amazing company. And that's the reason that attracted Adrian and I to Home Instead, is because of the company. And I'll say again, three components. Kevin and Shirley, I'm absolutely amazed at how good our office staff are, and then the caregivers bring the heart and soul to the company, and we're so very proud of you all. The reason why the whole of today I've been extremely nervous. I'm not normally nervous, and it's because you, the caregivers, are what makes Home Instead tick, and you are so important to our future. I just want to thank you all before I've even met most of you for all you've done in the past. Just like to go through, and I'm going to, Adrian will say a few words, and then I'll come back and give a bit of my background. But I just want to just dwell a little bit on Kevin and Shirley. Just from three things that I've just found amazing is, first of all, is what they've done with Home Instead over a 10-year period. It is so different from any other company in the industry, and it's built a wonderful base for Adrian and I to build on for the future. And again, it's because of the people that they've brought into the company. So that's the first thing, is in terms of what they've done. The second thing is, in terms of how they've dealt with us in the agreement and in the takeover. They have offered so much support, and I think what that means, it means that going into the future, the company will operate as it has been in the past, which is a wonderful thing. I just want to go back to Adrian. Adrian will just say a few words. Adrian is my business partner, and then I'll come back and I'll just give a bit about myself.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming out here this evening. It's a real pleasure to meet with you and get the opportunity to share a bit of time together. And to just resonate what Ramo has said about Kevin and Shirley and the organisation being Home Instead overall, we're really thrilled to be a small part of this. And it is with some degree of pride and trepidation that we step into this role, because we do have big shoes to fill. But what I can promise you is that although two of us standing here together may look a little scary, he really is like a bit of a puppy when you get to know him. And it's a little unusual when you think about two guys taking over a business, but we do absolutely have a full family behind us. And Jeannie, who really should be standing, where is Jeannie? Jeannie, you need to be here over here. So Jeannie is Ramo's lovely wife, and she'll be certainly working in the office. And my wife Jo, who's hiding at the back there. These are two families that are taking over this business, as it should be, because this is genuinely a family business. This is about family. Without families in this equation, we wouldn't be here. This is not an individual business. This is a family business. So we have two families that are very proud to be involved with Home Instead. And I must admit, as two business people primarily coming into this space, investigating and doing our due diligence on the company, we quite carefully noted that they were doing due diligence on us, which is entirely appropriate, because this is a two-way street. It's not about us just buying in and paying money. It's about them making sure, them being head office, by the way, and also particularly Kevin and Shirley, making sure that they are comfortable putting your working environments in our hands. And it's not something that we take lightly. So it'll be a real pleasure to get to know you all over the times that come. And I know that we don't do enough of these kinds of get-togethers enough, perhaps. And I can tell you, particularly with my wife Jo, she's very good at this stuff. And Ramo and I have said we were going to do a lot more of these kinds of environments that we can get together. I know that you do quarterly lunches, good training events, but the camaraderie that can come from meeting each other, particularly coordinators meeting carers, carers meeting other people in the organisation is really important to us. So I look forward to getting to know you all. I'm going to hand back to Ramo, and he can just share a little bit about perhaps why we're here and what we hope to achieve to build on this amazing foundation that Kevin and Shirley have built. So I just want to acknowledge them and tell them that we're very grateful about the organisation that they built, and we promise to take care of it as best we can and to build on it. So thank you, and I'll pass you back to Ramo.
When Adrian and I started looking at an aged care business quite a long time before Home Instead came up. The reason why I think we both did it was not for the money. And I can say that for myself because that's why I came out of retirement, is so that we can put something back into the economy or into the nation. And so that's from my perspective of why we went into aged care. When Home Instead came up, it was absolutely amazing. It just was a no-brainer. And the reason is it's the only company out of all the companies that provides the service that we've got, and the service is you guys. It's the only company in Western Australia who gives compassionate services to the people, and that is what people are looking for. And we're the only ones who do it. So from that perspective, that's why we decided that we needed to get into Home Instead.
Anyway, the birds are flying. And I think we're all going to wish you the most wonderful retirement. I don't believe this much, but there you go. I think there is a gift somewhere. Oh, here we are. Now, I hope the bikini fits Shirley. I hope the Speedos work well for you, Kevin. Thank you.
All of the caregivers, so just to let you know, the office staff didn't bother with this. We have some other surprise in store. But this is from definitely all of the people at the whole base in appreciation.
Thank you guys, that is so unexpected and so nice of you.
From us, that's a terrific and very kind gesture. Thank you very much indeed. And I have to say thanks to Ramo and thanks to Adrian. They did survive our vetting, and in the time we've been together over the last couple of weeks, we are not disappointed. Very quickly, there are two things that are important about the last 10 years. Just two. One is the reputation that Home Instead has for quality care, for the work that we do for our clients. That is number one, okay? The second thing that I'm enormously, with Shirley, proud about is the quality of our people. Our caregivers, the heart of our business, and a fantastic support team in the office. We've never had it better. And those are the things that are important to us, and we're very happy now to be able to say we've got it so far, and we have every confidence that Ramo and Adrian will take it to the next step, and you're all in for a good ride. Thank you.
Betty. I've been working for Home Instead for about 2.5 years. I've had quite a few clients. It's been really good to see them improve as I work with them. I just enjoy what I do. Love seeing being people.
What is it you love about Home Instead?
I like making a difference in people's lives, and just the depth of information you can get from people that you meet about their lives and their families. And yeah, I just, oh no, I can't
That's
do
good,
it.
no, don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing it for nearly 10 years and I just love my job. I've got clients I've been with for 9.5 years, and yeah, I think they've made a big difference in my life and I've made a difference in theirs. Yeah.
That's great.
Hi, it's Adrian Abel here, and I'm really proud to be involved with Home Instead through WA in Perth. Raymond and I, having purchased this business and having met for the first time many of our caregivers this evening, what a beautiful bunch of people making a real difference in people's lives, and I'm really excited about the future and hoping we can impact a lot more older senior Australians in a meaningful way.
Really excited to be involved with Home Instead. It's been a great evening meeting these gorgeous ladies. So I look forward to having a fabulous time in the future with them and being involved in some way.
Hello, I'm Marianne. I'm working for the Home Instead now 8 years plus, and I'm really enjoying it. Kevin is surely great to me, especially when I start. I had no experience as a carer, but through training and very supportive staff in the office, I really enjoy it, and I hope I can do it till my retirement. And I wish the new owners good luck.
I've only been at Home Instead a week and a half, and it has been such an amazing experience working with such lovely, lovely people. Such a nice chance to meet all the carers tonight.
Hi, I'm Raymond Polastri. I'm the new Managing Director of Home Instead Perth. We're here tonight to celebrate a number of things. The biggest thing for me is meeting all the caregivers who are the heart and soul of this company. They're an amazing bunch of people, and I'm very excited to be a part of this company.